Here's the starting group for Houston. We've got Juwan Howard, also Yao out there. Jackson is out there with Tracy McGrady, and it's Strickland in at the point. And for Philadelphia, they've got Iguodala. Big Daddy is out there with Iverson. Then there's Big Dog, and it's Weber in at the power forward position. Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
The drive by Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
Boy, the quickness of Iverson. What a blur this guy is, slithering his way through the defense and never afraid to drive it inside despite being a small guy.
Now here's Howard. Outside Jackson, and some nice passing there by Houston. They get it back. 2 points. That one goes.
And Ming is mammoth in terms of his size, exceptional at using it to snare those offensive rebounds.
Here's Iverson. Good work there as it goes. Iverson's got 6 points. For the teams that are clearly rebuilding, Greg, should they simply play the young guns no matter what, or should they make them earn their minutes?
I think there should be a combination, and as long as guys are pros and really approaching the game the right way, you want to give them an opportunity to grow, and also it gives you a chance to evaluate.
Here's Iguodala, following the score by Houston. The layup missed. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to Denver. Iverson passes to Iguodala. McGrady against Salmons. Weber kicks to Salmons. Pocket 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
And the first one drops. Salmons hits them both. Rockets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. McGrady outside. Jackson with the bounce pass. The jump hook. Salmons grabs the miss. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And the dunk by Iverson. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Pass to Yao. To the middle. Here's Strickland. Here's Weber, comes up with a rebound. Gallenberg passes to Salmons. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Jackson. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Howard, the pass to McGrady. Here's Yao, and the shot goes down. Yao's got his second basket.
And Yao Ming's a handful when he's this deep. I mean, virtually impossible to guard. You can't let him get this kind of positioning. Easier said than done, though.
Howard against Weber. Iguodala outside. They grab their own miss. Weber can't hit.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
No good that time. And the Rockets take it the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Philadelphia this year.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a feeling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
At the line for 2.
And that one falls for Howard. Howard hits them both. 76ers have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Iguodala against Jackson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And while Iguodala might not be the star of any team he's on, he's always going to be a major contributor because he does so many things well on both ends.
And the Rockets making a change here. Mutombo's checked in, and he sinks the second. And for Houston, they're shooting 42% to begin this game. McGrady against Weber. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Here's Strickland. The Rockets with another miss.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Houston. Trailing by 2. Pass to Strickland. Now McGrady from deep. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Weber's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, just not scoring with the efficiency he'd like to. Tough quarter for him.
And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. The Machines checked in for the 76ers. Now D'Alembert, he's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
Boy, the shot blocking instincts of Mutombo, superb. Timing, exquisite.
76ers have gone 6 of 14 shooting the ball since the start of the game. The drive by Iverson.
All these officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
It's his first trip to the line.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
You know, one thing about getting going at the free throw line like he has this season, it can continue to carry over.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. B-Train comes in for Big Dog, and Rogers subbed in for Weber. Here's McGrady. That one goes in. McGrady's got 7.
Yeah, McGrady inside is confident, using his outstanding length to get the shot he wants and to get it off.
Here's Iverson. Yes, once again, he remains perfect. 6 attempts and 6 hits.
And when you get this kind of shooting from him, 100% from the field, they're going to be tough to beat.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Ward. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. The pass to McGrady. Kept alive by Houston. Mutombo. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go. Here's Iverson. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
Boy, the unselfishness of Iguodala is really admirable. A forward with excellent vision. He has a feel for when one of his guys is open.
And that one's good. McGrady.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Iverson kicks to Iguodala. Second chance shot. And the layup is good. And the 76ers lead by 5.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
And the basket by Mutombo.
Can't allow Mutombo to get this deep. I mean, once you do, he's going to score it with ease.
Now here's Iverson. He's tightly guarded from 12 feet out. It's rebounded by Houston.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
And that can drive guys absolutely crazy. I mean, they know they're better free throw shooters than that, but just did not get it done from the line.
And here is McGrady. He's got 9. And it's the machine with the foul. That's his first foul. McKee's checked in for Andre Iguodala. And the Rockets making a change here. Here's Ward. Iverson covering. This one for 3. Can't hit that one. The 76ers leading by 5. And Iverson throws it down.
Iverson can score with the best of them. I tell you what, a volume shooter. He does not lack confidence and lets it fly from anywhere and everywhere.
Here's Ward. Pass to Sura. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
On the wing, Korver. Dikembe Mutombo pulls it in. Mutombo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Ward. That shot, no good. Iverson with some nice D. Now here's Korver. He's guarded closely.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Ward, good.
And the defense, no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Here's Iverson. Last game out, he had 40 points. And it's Korver in the corner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Houston trails by 3. Knocked loose. Out of bounds. It'll be 76ers ball.
Philadelphia ball. Now into the lineup for Houston.
Philadelphia shooting around 46% at this point. McKee dishes to Jackson. And the layup is good.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And for Houston, they're shooting looking a little out of sorts early. 37%. Pass to Baker. Over Rodgers. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Baker has proven to be an efficient scorer. Also, will hit the glass hard, a nightly double-double threat.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And he makes both free throws. 1:52 left to play here in the first. With the drive, Ollie, good.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. 76ers getting the bucket. Sure, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Houston trails by 5. 1:10 left in the first quarter. And he makes that one.
And that's not nearly the kind of defense that's going to prevent a player of his ability from scoring.
Driving the lane. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Philadelphia shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement, so that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Green, he's checked in for Rogers. Barry's checked in for the Rockets. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg, yeah, showing off the bunny.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad. Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Barry the pass to Wesson. Jacks up a three. That one's no good. That makes him 1 for 2. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's McKee. There's the drive.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Here's Barry, guarded by Jackson. Here's Barry. Keeps it alive, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. Barry's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. 76ers lead by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. So far, halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
Ollie out there with Green. And there's Jackson. Then it's Weber. And it's Mashburn in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Here's Sura. Barry the pass to Wesson. 5 on the clock. A second chance effort. Shot clock reset for the Rockets. And Yao gets it to go.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here is Yao. He's coming off a 22-point game against Denver.
And he also controlled the backboard as well. I mean, he really did a terrific job.
Great job of crashing the offensive glass. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
Feeds it to Jackson. Now, here is Weber. Defense is right there. Mashburn, the pass to Jackson. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Driving inside. Count that one for Mashburn. Mashburn's got his second bucket of the game to go. Houston trails by 5. Here's Barry. Another shot. And the layup good by Yao. Yao's got 10.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
You've often heard it said that sometimes it boils down to who wants it, but who wants it is also tied to putting yourself in position to go get it.
For Houston, they've gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And there's the foul. It goes on cool hands. That's his first foul. Houston making a switch.
Now into the lineup for Houston. Jim Jackson. Rod Strickland.
Here's Yao. He's got 10. On the wing, Jackson, guarded by Green. Here's Yao. Rebounded by Jackson. Philadelphia leading by 3. Takes it inside. It's good. He has 6.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And you look at the 2021 draft class, just some unbelievable talent at the top.
I mean, Cade Cunningham, for me, probably is the consensus best player, but man, you got guys like Suggs and Green and Kuminga with that rare athleticism. And then how about Mobley? He really defines what a modern-day big is supposed to be. I mean, what more could you want?
That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And Strickland really good at both ends of the court. He's a really good passer, a creative scorer, and a pretty crafty defender, too.
Now here's Iguodala. Yao with the block, and he gets it back. Wesley with the ball, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Here's Strickland. Ollie grabs the board. The 76ers leading by 3. D'Alembert passes to Iguodala. Good work defensively by Yao.
He still hasn't been able to convert from the field. He's just struggling to find his shot.
Another miss by Houston. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for Philadelphia.
Another foul would give him 3 before the half. Something to keep an eye on, guys.
Howard's checked in for Houston. McGrady comes in for Wesley. Now, here is Weber. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Good work defensively by Yao. Houston trails by 3. Here's McGrady. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Passes it to Ollie. He kicks it to Iguodala. D'Alembert trying to break free. Iguodala, no good.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as he'd like.
And I know he's got to be upset at himself for shooting so poorly at the line. So I would think he'll be doing everything he can to bring those numbers up.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And the 76ers with some changes. B-Train's checked in for Weber. Big Daddy comes in for Green, and Allen Iverson is subbed in for Ollie.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there. Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's McGrady, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Boy, McGrady, an elite talent. I mean, a remarkable athlete. Tremendous bounce and speed and strength, and he continues to get better.
For Houston, they have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Both shots good from the stripe. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Here's Iguodala, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul.
The athleticism, length, and IQ of Iguodala is tough to guard. Sometimes you just have to whack him.
For Philadelphia, they have shot 75% at the stripe, 6 of 8. He misses the free throw. Tumbo is checked in for Yao. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
The Rockets with another miss. Philadelphia shooting straight 49% from the field. Kicks it out to Iguodala. To the paint. And D'Alembert with the slam.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Here's Jackson. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Mutombo. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked. Now here's Iverson. 17 points in the game. Howard with the steal. Now the pass to Ward. Houston moving it around. Shot by McGrady. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Yeah, you gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Iguodala, right side. Allen Iverson on the wing. He's as potent an offensive player as you're going to find in this league. He averages almost 30 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Rodgers checked in for the 76ers. The machine comes in for Andre Iguodala. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
Boy, you know, it takes character, poise, toughness to win on the road, and that's exactly what they showed last game.
The Rockets shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Pass to Ward. Jackson from long range. That one, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And Iverson gets it to go.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Jackson passes to Ward. And here is Mutombo. Howard kicks to Jackson. McGrady against Selmans. Here's Mutombo. Here's Howard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here.
Yeah, he's at 81% from the line, and when we've had a chance to see him, he's had great form and continues to look confident.
You know, even in games where he hasn't been at his best this season, I mean, he still managed to get it done at the charity stripe when he gets his opportunities.
And the 76ers making a change here. McKee's checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Weatherspoon's checked in. The Rockets shooting about 35% from the floor. Not much falling for them. And it's Dikembe with the jam.
Yeah, and at 7'2", all Mutombo needs is a position near the hoop, and he throws it down.
The drive by Iverson. And Iverson throws it down.
Just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Now, here is McGrady. Here's Mutombo. Rebound by the 76ers. Petrain's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. Baker is checked in for Houston. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Now McGrady. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Denver.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Now here's Iverson. The shot's good from Roger.
And AI, Allen Iverson, does more than just shoot the ball. He also has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
McGrady passes to Ward. Here's Weatherspoon. To the inside. And it's McGrady that time on the assist by Howard. McGrady's got 8 here in the quarter. Here's Iverson. He's got 21. And there's the drive. And Iverson throws it down.
Going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
Here's Ward. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game. Back to Corver, and he converts the layup. Now it's a 6-point 76ers lead.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has, easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Makes it off the glass. Iverson's got 25 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ward misses.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, those hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
And McGrady drops them both. And here is Iverson. 27 points for him. Inside, Jackson. And Jackson throws it down home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Now, here is McGrady. He's got 19. From deep three-point range, rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Iverson. It's stolen by McGrady. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Sura. Goes back up. That shot, no good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Iverson up top. He has 29. Here's Mashburn. Tries again. He lays it in. Mashburn's got the lead up to 12 now for the 76ers.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Now, here is McGrady. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. It's good on the putback.
Boy, Ben Baker really is a problem for the defense when he's locked in. I mean, solid at hitting the glass. Does a good job on the offensive boards.
Here is Corver. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Here's Padgett. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those are exactly the kinds of plays that can spark a team. Just solid work down in the paint.
Here's Iverson. Over Sura. And the last second attempt does not go in for him.
Early on.
And you know, that's not a job they ask him to do very often, but in the first half, I thought he was in perfect sync with his teammates.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. So on the floor for Houston, Jackson is out there with Juwan Howard. Then it's Tracy McGrady. Then there's Yao. And it's Strickland in at the point. And here are the Rockets now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Down low. And the dunk by Iverson.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
And yes, it's good.
Not a lot of resistance
on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Now, here is McGrady, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And I like seeing McGrady rise up for the dunk. Has amazing leaping ability and good reach, too. He makes it look easy.
River. Second shot opportunity. Good work defensively by Yao.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Launches a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Weber's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done.
Clearly out of rhythm now, guys. I mean, just 1 for 5 to begin the second half.
Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Now, here is McGrady. 21 points in the game. Here's Yao. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Here's Iverson. He has 31. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Philadelphia, they have had 12 attempts at the line, making 8 so far. He hits the second from the line. Houston trails by 13. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Well, that might be fair, but I wouldn't want to take away from what he did in that last game. I mean, let's just say it's a pretty nice run he's on, no matter how you decide to frame it up.
Nice shot by Dallenberg.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Here's Strickland. Iverson covering. And it's Strickland missing. Philadelphia leading by 13. Here's Salmons. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Boy, Weber doing a nice job passing the ball. Seems to know whenever one of his guys is open. That's extra talent there.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Ollie's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Wesley's checked in. Here's Strickland. He's guarded by Allen. Howard misses. And so it's Iguodala. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. They get the rebound. Yao with the block.
And you have to appreciate the reach of Ming. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Green, he's checked in for the 76ers. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Tumbo, he's checked in for Juwan Howard. Now, here is Weber. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Here's Yao. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Yao's got 14 points for the game.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Here's Weber. He takes it in. Yao with the block. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And the Rockets making a change here. Barry's checked in. And the 76ers call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated. And the shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. And how about Weber there rising up for the alley-oop? Great at recognizing there. He's got the room to hammer that one home.
Here's Strickland. 5 points in the game. Passes to Barry. Iguodala against Yao. Barry misses. The 76ers leading by 16. Into the lane, and Weber throws it down.
Boy, the size Weber has a real asset in the post, and he knows how to use it for these dunks.
And for Houston, they're shooting a troubling 38% in the third. Not the finest work of this offense. To the inside, and that one's good. Yao.
Assist from
18 points for Yao.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on it.
Rodgers checked in for Philadelphia.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Here's Barry. Mutombo with the ball. Unloads, and the rejection by Iguodala. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Here's Yao. The 76ers leading by 18. Here's Rodgers. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Listen, 84 is a really good number of posts at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the year.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Here's Ward. He's guarded by Allen. Here's Paget. It's hauled in by the 76ers. It's tipped. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Here's Ali. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Mutombo's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
B-Train's checked in for Weber. And a switch here also for Houston. Weatherspoon's checked in. And it's Green missing. Houston trails by 20. Now Wesley. Here's Paget. Lays it up off the glass.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Driving in. Ollie, good.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Mutombo, and it's Dikembe with the jam.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
And for Houston, they're shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Tipped away. And now the 76ers on the break. And there's the pass to Ali. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
Ball goes to Houston. Substitution for the Rockets.
Houston trails by 20. Here's Ward. To the middle. Here's Baker. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Baker's got 8.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar. You've got to box out on the boards. When you don't, that's what happens.
Pass to Weatherspoon. Driving to the basket. Bucket is good. Weatherspoon's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now that they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Fifth team foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
The machine's checked in for Green, so he gets them both. Here's Ward. Pass to Sura. Here's Ward.
76ers foul. Aaron McKee. Second.
On defense, Philadelphia. They lead by 20. That's the most we've seen. Iguodala with the steal. Jumps up. And it's Iguodala with the jam.
An absolute terror in transition. Even though Iguodala is a little older, he still possesses that impressive speed.
Here's Sura. He puts up decent numbers on a nightly basis, averaging about 10 points a game. That one goes. Count it. The 76ers leading by 20. Outside Korver. To the paint. Here's Rodgers. Misses the layup. Rockets shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Passes it to Sura. Shoots over McKee. Sura no good.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
McKee, no luck. Houston trails by 20.
76ers foul. Rodney Rogers. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Ward. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assisted.
Ward's got his second basket of the game.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
And he drives in, and McKee gets it to go. And for the Rockets, they're shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Here's Ward, guarded by McKee. Shot clock at 6. Here's Ward. He can't get that one to fall. McKee with the defensive effort. Rodgers passes to Korver. Here he goes. And the layup's good off the glass. Korver's got 6.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Some changes for Philadelphia. Big Daddy comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Allen Iverson is subbed in for McKee.
Rockets.
Philadelphia on D. Here's McGrady. The Rockets again can't hit.
One made three formed for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
And it's Iverson missing. And here are the Rockets. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip. And here we go. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And Iverson, the master of the and one. Just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
The 76ers making a switch here. Gallenberg's checked in. Juwan Howard's checked in for Houston. Now, here is McGrady, who's got 23. At the elbow, it's Jackson. Shoots over Korver, and he can't stop the run as he misses.
Trailing here in the game, you can look at his performance as a direct indicator of why they're losing.
And two free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
I don't know if we've seen a tougher player pound for pound than Allen Iverson. I mean, you can knock him around, but he's always going to bounce back up.
And this is his third trip to the line tonight. And Philadelphia making a change here. Jackson's checked in. And both free throws good for Iverson.
And they're doing a very good job at the line this half.
Rockets shooting around 44% in this third quarter. Going inside, and that one's good. McGrady. They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become. Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
And if it doesn't, this is only going to get uglier. I mean, that's no way to defend a player of his caliber.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
When you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
And that one misses. Good on the second free throw. Philadelphia shooting an outstanding 55% from the field since the half. Their execution has been on point.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game. Free throw good, Iverson. Both good from the line that time. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Now, here is McGrady. He's got 26. Howard trying to free himself up. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Personal foul.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line
He
for
shot 5 of 6 at the foul
Tracy
line.
McGrady. At the line for 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Yao, he's checked in for Houston. And McGrady drops them both. This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Salmon, and stolen by Howard. He's got a clear path. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's Iverson, and Iverson throws it down.
So good at getting to his spots and then cashing in, making the game look easy.
And so it's Philadelphia, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Back to the action after this word. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. They've got Big Daddy. He's out there with Allen Iverson. The Machine is out there with Jackson. And it's Mashburn in at the 4. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Sure and no good.
You don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Here's Strickland. Clark, between the draft and free agency and big mid-season trades, it feels like we rarely see the same team twice season to season.
Yeah, guys move around quite a bit, more so than in the past, Kevin. I don't necessarily know if that's good or bad. It's certainly different. I tend to lean towards guys staying in the same place longer. That would be my personal preference, but the landscape has shifted and changed, and it's overall probably a positive thing for the players.
Oh, and just a soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley.
I gotta say, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going.
Neither did the defense.
Now here's Corver. Offline with his three. Right wing. Howard against Iverson. Yao dishes to Howard. Yao, the pass to Strickland. Poked loose. Outside Korver. Here's Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. B-Train's checked in for Philadelphia. Holly comes in for Allen Iverson. Here's Korver. Strickland grabs the board.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. It's deflected, out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Second chance effort, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First team
And Mutombo, a defensive force, a long, intelligent player who plays well on both ends of the floor.
Dikembe Mutombo. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And a switch here also for Houston. David Wesley, he's checked in for Jackson. And so Mutombo nails both of them. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. The drive by Green, and it's Green with the jam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
I'm glad he didn't go overboard and try to do too much there.
Here's Strickland. Looking to end his cold spell. Here's Mutombo, and he uses the glass on the lane. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. The pass to Salmons. Over to the wing. Pass to Ali. Back to Green. Philadelphia moving the ball around. That shot is off. The Rockets have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Strickland. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. And Clark, the NBA is supporting those players who use their platform for change. In 2021, the NBA created the new Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Social Justice Award.
Yeah, that sends a really powerful message because those who have followed the career of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was my idol as I was growing up, know that he not only performed at the highest level between the lines, but he has always been a voice and an activist for social justice, for education, for doing what's right and decent. His career outside of basketball clearly embodies what being about human rights is all about. So that's a really powerful message and one that I'm glad to see the NBA put forth.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Ali. Mutombo grabs the board. Mutombo's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Strickland. Another miss by Houston.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
The ball
And,
goes
you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Here's Strickland. Over Ollie. He goes up again. Mutombo passes to Howard. Mutombo inside, guarded by Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. And it's Strickland missing.
He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball and able to help them close this gap.
And it's Dikembe with the jam.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
And you know, those second chance opportunities can be game changers. He represents so much value to this team because of what he does.
And the Rockets making a change here. Weatherspoon's checked in. Jackson drives in, plays it up and banks it in. Here's Strickland. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Mutombo up top. Nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Mutombo's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
And for Houston, they're shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. A shot by Weatherspoon, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Second chance shot. It's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Pass to Selmans. Tries it again. Wesley against Selmans. Here's Barry. Green with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Passes it to Selmans. Here's B-Train. It's Selmans on the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so here is Houston. Here's Strickland. Amazing how many players we're seeing come into the NBA, Clark, from all over the world right now.
Well, it's truly a global game, Kevin, and give credit to former Commissioner David Stern and certainly Adam Silver and his staff. But the league is a global league. The star players have done a great job of promoting it as a worldwide game as well. Every year you get players from multiple continents: Asia, Africa, Europe, Australia. Basketball is, again, it's a global game, so it makes sense we'll see more players from all over the world in the NBA.
McKee's checked in for the 76ers. And a switch here also for Houston. Baker's checked in. And so it's Houston with it. Mutombo passes to Baker. Over Ollie. Offensive rebound. Mutombo.
And it's getting late, guys, but all of a sudden they have hope when just a little while ago it looked like hope was lost.
Hard not to wonder if maybe they left it until too late. I mean, they finally started to make some things happen, but at this point, they almost have to be perfect the rest of the way.
Here's Barry. Here's Weatherspoon. Pass to Baker. Baker, great positioning on the putback.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
That kind of deficit, I think they're going about it the right way. I mean, they've got to get aggressive on defense. They need stops. And then you got to take care of the basketball at the other end so you get a good shot every trip.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Houston with a big group substitution here. McGrady passes to Howard. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. McGrady's got 3 assists tonight.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Iverson kicks to Iguodala. And the whistle blow is going to be an Andre Iguodala. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, first turnover of the game. Overall, though, he's been rock solid.
And here are the Rockets. They're on a 16-4 run right now. Here's McGrady, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Clark, we know injury prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
And he's good on the second. Philadelphia leading by 19 points. Here's Iverson, and the dunk by Iverson.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, G.A. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Philadelphia shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%. He can't hit that time. Houston trails by 21. Jackson has the open look. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And the second chance becomes a dunk. We could feel over here.
GA, such a good, aggressive play in the paint.
Guys, it's all about persistence on the offensive glass. You just can't ever give up on a play.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
A floater, and the rejection by Iguodala. And for the 76ers, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. Iverson, no luck. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Rockets. Here's Strickland. Hits the front of the rim and out.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it's sent back from Talonbear.
You know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that. You know, this has been a totally different half for him. He definitely looks more comfortable now, guys.
McGrady against Selmans. And it goes down 2 points. McGrady's got 31.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Out to the right wing. Here's Weber. That's good. Great play set up by Iverson. Iverson's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. So it's the Rockets now. Outside Jackson.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And the pass to Strickland. Looking to get it going. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul. Team is in the
And Greg, you were a hard-nosed defender. Would you be frustrated by what they're calling a foul today?
You know, I would based on how I played, but if you grew up in this era, this is just the way the game is, and you have to adapt and adjust, and that's what you're seeing with the players. Guys can defend it every bit as good as they ever have. In fact, I would argue they're better defensively today because they're not allowed to grab and hold. So the league is focused on offense. The fans seem to love it. But at the end of the day, you still got to get after it defensively.
Pass to Mashburn. Inside. Nice shot by Dallenberg. And 11 points for Big Dog.
Nice job hitting him right in stride. Excellent play.
Jackson looking around. Five to shoot. Another shot. And no good that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the 76ers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off.
with a win.
And that next meeting will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. I think the next game will be hotly contested.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was.
For Iverson.
Boy, the way he orchestrated the pace was impressive. I mean, moved the ball around, made good things happen with the pass. Well done.
At the line for two.
Dallenberg, 2 free throws. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Jackson. Tight defense on him. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Drives to the hoop.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one.